Segment 1. In 336 BCE, a young prince ascended to the throne of Macedonia. Alexander III would become known as Alexander the Great, the most successful military commander in human history. By his death, at 32, he had conquered an empire stretching from Greece to India, forever changing the ancient world. Segment 2. Born in Pella, Macedonia, Alexander was tutored by the philosopher Aristotle, who shaped his mind with knowledge of politics, ethics, and science. His father, Philip II, had already transformed Macedonia into a military powerhouse. Alexander inherited both intellectual brilliance and warrior instincts. Segment 3. At age 20, Alexander faced his first major test when his father was assassinated. Rather than retreat, he swiftly consolidated power, crushing rebellions in Greece. The young king proved he was not just Philip's heir, but a formidable leader ready to surpass his father's achievements. Segment 4. In 334 BCE, Alexander crossed the Hellespont with 35,000 troops, beginning his conquest of the Persian Empire. His first victory at the Battle of Granicus announced his arrival to the ancient world. The impossible dream of conquering Persia had begun with characteristic Macedonian audacity. Segment 5. The Battle of Issus in 333 BCE showcased Alexander's tactical genius. Facing Persian King Darius III's massive army, Alexander personally led the cavalry charge that shattered enemy lines. Darius fled, leaving his family as captives and his empire vulnerable to Macedonian conquest. Segment 6. Egypt welcomed Alexander as a liberator from Persian rule. He founded Alexandria, which would become the ancient world's greatest center of learning. The oracle of Ammon declared him son of Zeus, adding divine legitimacy to his earthly conquests and fueling his growing legend. Segment 7. At Gaugamela in 331 BCE, Alexander faced Darius's final stand. Despite being outnumbered, the Macedonian phalanx and companion cavalry crushed the Persian forces. This decisive victory opened the heart of the Persian Empire, making Alexander master of the ancient world's greatest power. Segment 8. Alexander's conquest of Persepolis marked the symbolic end of Persian power. However, he surprised his followers by adopting Persian customs and encouraging marriages between Macedonians and locals. His vision extended beyond mere conquest to creating a unified, cosmopolitan empire. Segment 9. The march into Central Asia tested Alexander's army like never before. Fighting in harsh terrain against guerrilla tactics, they conquered Bactria and Sogdiana. Here, Alexander married Roxana, a local princess, demonstrating his commitment to blending cultures and securing local loyalty. Segment 10. In 326 BCE, Alexander crossed into India, facing war elephants for the first time at the Hydaspes River. His victory over King Paras added the Punjab to his empire. Yet, his exhausted soldiers, after 8 years of constant campaigning, finally refused to march further east. Segment 11. The return journey through the Gedrosian desert nearly destroyed Alexander's army. Thousands died from heat, thirst, and starvation. This harrowing march revealed the human cost of Alexander's ambitions and foreshadowed the challenges of maintaining such a vast empire. Segment 12. Back in Babylon, Alexander planned new conquests while struggling to govern his diverse empire. He faced growing tension between Macedonian traditions and his cosmopolitan vision. His adoption of Persian court rituals alienated some followers, creating fractures in his inner circle. Segment 13. In June 323 BC, Alexander fell ill and died in Babylon at age 32. His death shocked the ancient world and immediately triggered conflicts among his generals. Without a clear successor, The empire he built through genius and determination began fragmenting almost immediately. Segment 14. Alexander's generals, known as the Diadochi, carved up his empire into competing kingdoms. Though political unity vanished, Alexander's cultural legacy endured. The Hellenistic world he created spread Greek language, art, and ideas across 3 continents for centuries. Segment 15 today. Alexander remains history's most celebrated conqueror. Studied by military leaders and historians worldwide, his vision of cultural fusion, though incomplete, planted seeds of cosmopolitanism that still influence our globalized world. In just 13 years, one man's ambition reshaped human civilization forever.